Hi there, it's Natalie from Sydney Car Loans, where we empower you with the knowledge to confidently navigate the complex landscape of auto financing. Today, we're exploring the various alternatives available to you at the end of your car lease. Whether you're leasing a stylish Mercedes-Benz, a robust Toyota, an elegant Audi, or a sophisticated BMW, this guide will be invaluable. As your car lease comes to an end, it's important to understand the process and explore your options. There are three main paths you can take, and each has its own set of considerations. The first and most common option is to return the car at the end of the lease. This is a straightforward process where you simply hand over the keys and walk away. However, before you do, it's crucial to thoroughly inspect the car for any excessive wear and tear. You may be responsible for any damages beyond normal wear and tear, so it's important to address any issues before returning the vehicle. Additionally, ensure you have met the mileage limits specified in your lease agreement to avoid any mileage overage charges. The second option is a lease extension. If you're not ready to part ways with your leased car, some leasing companies offer the opportunity to extend your lease for a predetermined period of time. This can be beneficial if you need more time to decide on your next steps, or if you simply want to continue driving the same car. However, keep in mind that lease extensions may come with additional fees, so it's important to carefully consider the financial implications. The third option is a lease buyout, which allows you to purchase the leased car at the end of the lease term. This can be a great option if you've grown attached to the vehicle or if you believe it still has value beyond the lease term. The buyout price is typically determined by the residual value specified in your lease agreement. It's important to compare this price to the current market value of the car to ensure you're getting a fair deal. If you choose to pursue a lease buyout, Sydney Car Loans can assist you in securing a car loan to finance the purchase. As your car lease nears its end, it's time to brush up on the lease return process. It might seem like a maze, but don't worry, we at Sydney Car Loans are here to guide you through it. With a dash of knowledge and a sprinkle of guidance, this process will be as smooth as your car's ride. First up, the vehicle inspection. Think of it as a school report card, but for your car. The leasing company will check for any excessive wear and tear, damages, or modifications. So before you return the car, give it a good once-over. Address any issues, and remember, a clean car is a happy car. Next, let's talk about the residual value calculation. This is the estimated value of your vehicle at the end of the lease term. It's a bit like a crystal ball prediction made at the start of your lease. If the actual market value of the car is lower than the residual value, you might face additional costs. But if it's higher, you could be in for a pleasant surprise. Finally, keep an eye on those miles. Most lease agreements come with mileage limits, and going over these can result in overage charges. It's like a game of don't step on the cracks, but with miles. If you're a bit of a road trip enthusiast, consider a lease extension or purchasing additional mileage upfront. So there you have it. The lease return process might seem like a three-course meal, but with Sydney Car Loans by your side, you'll find it's more like a piece of cake. As your car lease draws to a close, it's time to put on your negotiation hat. At Sydney Car Loans, we're here to guide you through this process, ensuring you maximize your options. Firstly, consider the Lease-End purchase option. If you've grown fond of your vehicle, why not make it a permanent arrangement? We can assist you in securing a car loan to finance the purchase, ensuring you get a fair deal. Alternatively, you might consider early lease termination. It's like leaving a party early. There might be penalties, but sometimes it's necessary. We can help you assess the financial implications and explore alternatives. Finally, let's not forget about lease equity. If the market value of your leased car is higher than the residual value, you may have the opportunity to benefit from lease equity. It's like finding a hidden treasure in your pocket. In summary, Lease-End negotiation is your chance to take control. With Sydney Car Loans by your side, you'll navigate this process with ease and confidence. Let's dive into our FAQ section, where we'll untangle the spaghetti of questions that often pop up as your car lease term comes to a close. When your lease ends, you're at a crossroads. You can return the car, extend the lease, or buy the car outright. If you've grown fond of your car and can't bear to part ways, a lease buyout might be your best bet. And don't worry, Sydney Car Loans can assist you in securing a car loan to finance the purchase. We've got your back. Can you haggle over the purchase price of a leased car at Lease-End? Absolutely. The initial price is typically determined by the residual value specified in your lease agreement, but there's always room for a bit of negotiation. At Sydney Car Loans, we're ready to roll up our sleeves and help you secure the best possible terms. If you've been a bit too enthusiastic with the accelerator and exceeded the mileage limit on your leased car, you might face overage charges. But don't fret. If you see this coming, consider options like a lease extension or purchasing additional mileage upfront. Think of Sydney Car Loans as your co-pilot, helping you navigate these options. Remember, these are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to questions you might have as your lease term ends. At Sydney Car Loans, we're committed to providing you with the answers and guidance you need to make informed decisions, all with a dash of humor and a heap of professionalism. As we cruise to the end of this journey, remember that Sydney Car Loans is your trusted co-pilot for all your car financing needs. Whether you're bidding a tearful goodbye to your leased car, extending your lease because you're not quite ready for that farewell, or deciding to make the relationship permanent with a lease buyout, we're here to support you every step of the way. We're committed to providing exceptional service, kind of like a 5-star hotel, but for car financing. We're here to ensure your journey is smooth, your decisions are informed, and your experience is top-notch. So what are you waiting for? Fasten your seatbelt and start your online car loan application with Sydney Car Loans now. It's quicker than a pit stop and easier than parallel parking. And remember, if you ever feel like you're driving in circles with car financing, just give us a shout. We're always here to steer you in the right direction. Choose Sydney Car Loans because car financing doesn't have to feel like a never-ending road trip without a map. With us, you'll always find your way. So get in touch and let's hit the road to your car financing success together.